Here in Lincoln, Nebraska, beautiful, breezy evening at Pioneers Park. We wanted to reach out to you guys and ask a question that we have all embarked upon throughout our lives. And that is, have you ever got to a place of reflecting back in your life and thought, how the heck did we get here? Or how did I get here? And it isn't even close to what we dreamed or thought or imagined that it would look like. Funny thing is, a lot of times we get so bogged down and by the boring, everyday, mundane side of life that we feel stuck in the weeds. And you feel like you just can't get out of the ditch of life. And you all know that you just end up feeling like you're in a lull. Excuse me. Then the most natural story plays out over and over again in the battle of your mind. And you can't help but say, well, this is all life's all about. Well, we all know life is alive, vibrant, exhilarating, invigorating, awesome, and abundant. Why is it that we get stuck in being lethargic, heavy, in that lull that we keep replaying and believing what we're telling ourselves? Well, we've been there before. We've been in the same place. It's definitely always looks different, but we've been there. In broken relationships, one's not going anywhere, in broken job situations, in health challenges, in broken dreams that didn't play out that you still hope for even later in your life. So guys, what if there is infinitely more to life, more in life to experience than what your eyes can see and what your five senses are even experiencing? Well, most of you know us, but for those that don't, my name's Scott Ducker. This is my wonderful, beautiful, awesome bride, Julie Ducker. And she is a breath of fresh air. And not just because she's my wife, but every single person that knows her says this about her. And it's continually reinforced by her character as it plays out. So now you know why I married you, honey.
I'm grateful. And yes, I have been in a messy divorce, but now I am with the love of my life, who is just wonderful and builds me up and brings life to me and my family. And I've dealt with pain issues and health challenges, but I refuse to let it get in the way and control my life. And I have searched and found solutions. I have worked hard, and I have been at companies where I've been loyal, and they said that they couldn't promote me. They're closing business, or they just didn't value my work when I rocked it. And now I am so grateful that I have met the man of my dreams, and I am so excited to experience this new venture and just rock it with him. So, because I seek abundance and excel, and I am so fired up, let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
Together.
All right, so now,
What's the purpose of life?
Yeah, another question. What is the purpose of life? Since all life was created out of abundance and for abundance, then simply put, the purpose of life is to have the one chance of experiencing the fullness, the wonderfulness, the beauty, the grandeur, the fullness, again I said that, the awesomeness, the abundance, and the aliveness of all of life that was created for you to experience. Each and every person, us included, are heading in the same direction toward the same abundance. The only real core difference is the pathway we choose to get to at what level of abundance that we think is more important at that moment. We have a tendency to always get into things that we believe are the greater abundance. And it always plays out differently in us, each one of us, based on our belief systems, based on our experiences, our emotional nature, what we think we know, and how we were modeled to as kids as we grew up. Ultimately, this drives our value system, and from there human nature always follows what it values. So,
what are the two pathways, babe?
Well, let me just tell you. So, one pathway that you see graphic proportion of people traveling, including we've been guilty of it, is being driven by your circumstances, or being a product of your circumstances. Predominantly operating in, and a lot of you know me and heard me say this, I'll say it again: safety, security, survival, territorial, domineering, firefight, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, returning evil for evil, because after all, that person deserved it, and they should have known, and they, if they wanted to be a good person, they would be my friend and not do those things to me, and so they deserved what I gave them. Or I need to be at the front of the line, and I think I'll just sneak up there because I'll miss out if I don't get up there. It's really just being in self-preservation and essentially jockeyed around, to and fro, up and down, all around, however the circumstances play out. Guys, we are limiting, what if we are limiting ourselves to the 2 to 4% of brain capacity that scientists say that we only use in our brains, and it's because of operating based on our circumstances. On the flip side, what if the other 96 to 98% of your life is found by coming out of the circumstances? So now, if you have reflected upon these questions and you know there's another pathway, well, we're here to tell you there is. And that is living a life of abundance, or simply living abundant, where you have the power, freedom, joy, excitement over being a product of your circumstances. It's where you allow the aliveness of life to flow through you with a peaceful flow. This is where the hot rod, the real hot rod of life is in life, and it's the ultimate keys of abundance of life. It's the ultimate avatar. This is our avatar, and we get one chance and to live it and experience it. And so what story we are continually feeding ourselves determines whether we're living a life well lived or not. Your avatar, this avatar, has been retrofitted, we've been retrofitted with abilities to be able to do great and powerful and wonderful things. But if treated carelessly and recklessly, like we've all experienced, it causes you to act just like animals in their self-preservation mode. You end up being a product of your circumstances, and just as importantly, it blocks the abundance and the aliveness of life that naturally flows out of us as a kid, and we become adults, and then we start blocking it, and the difficulty is to let that release. And also, on top of that, it becomes the greatest weapon of all time ever formed, that gets used against itself and against other people. Now, everybody, guys, us, do you think it's possible that if you turn the keys of life the other direction, you will have a better chance of living a life of no regrets, of abundance, and as if it's your last day to live? If you said yes, then how much and how bad do you want abundance and invigoration to flow through your life? Or do you want to continue to settle for less in life and accept that, like we said earlier, that this is just the way life is, and that's the way things flow, and I'm just going to be a product of my circumstances? We're determined not to do that, and there's no secret that change is difficult. But when you look out there, there's infinitely more abundance to life than what you can see with your eyeballs. Understand also that the best part of life is right in front of us, regardless of what all the circumstances do, or what they play out, or what everybody else is doing before you. And the only thing you have to do to experience it is to just step toward it and receive it. Step toward abundance and allow it to flow through your life.
We think you all are abundant, and we want you to live simply abundant just like we do.
Yes.
And if you want to be part of the greatest Abundance of Life Mastermind group, go now, like us, Facebook, Twitter, we're Live Abundant 2. Our website, livesimplyabundant.com. We're also on Instagram. We would love to hear your thoughts and your comments.
One last thing for you guys. Imagine when you have come alive and got really excited and invigorated life, and you couldn't help but saying, yes, I did it. Yeah. Yeehaw. Like you're rooting on your favorite sports team or band or race car driver or actor. Just something that really got you fired up and energized and invigorated, like a new relationship, a new set of clothes, a new car or a new job, or you lost a bunch of weight. All these things that you go through at different times of life, you can't help but feel alive, invigorated, and abundant. Well, we should be feeling that every day throughout our lives, just because of the blessing of being alive and getting to experience life. So we are going to continue to bring abundance into your life and cause the I'm Abundant dance to pour out of you. And so stay tuned for the visual, or for what it looks like to what the I'm Abundant dance looks like. And please friend us, like us, and follow us on livesimplyabundant.com. Also stay tuned for abundant messages to come. Thank you all so much for spending this time with us. We love you. And if there's one takeaway we could give you, it's this. Only you know what you will lose if you don't live simply abundant in your life. Our challenge for you to leave you with this, and for us as well. We're doing the same thing. We're going through the same pathway and the same circumstances. They're going to be there no matter what. You can't escape them. All you can do is learn how to respond differently to them. So our challenge to you is to focus on the good of life. Don't get tricked into being a product of your circumstances. Keep your head held high, and know that you were created to be awesome. And don't forget to get really excited about today. The acronym for getting really excited is GREAT. So go out, have a great, getting really excited about today, day, and week ahead of you.
And go like us. Go follow us. Leave your comments. We want to hear from you. Love you guys.
Thank you. Take care.